Hey guys, Barry from Australian Gamer here with a video review for Battlefield 3. Since we're not a bunch of povs and have a decent PC, we reviewed this on the PC, the home of Battlefield. The single player campaign for Battlefield 3 goes a little something like this. You drive some tanks, you drive some buggies, you fly some choppers, and you shoot some guns. In the end, you laugh and you cry, and at the end, you shout out, America, fuck yeah! But come on, it's Battlefield. You are not here for this single player, are you? You are here for this. And this. And of course, some of this. That's right, you are here for multiplayer. After all, this is a Battlefield game. If you bought this game for the single player, you, my friend, are doing it wrong. The multiplayer in Battlefield 3 is a fairly simple affair. Your team either kills the enemy until there is no more of them, or until all their bases belong to you. That depends on the game modes. Okay, so let's talk about game modes. There are 5 in total, but they fall under the 3 main archetypes: Deathmatch, Rush, and of course, the mighty Conquest. Team Deathmatch is an infantry-only mode where 2 teams kill each other until a predefined kill limit. Nothing new here, folks, but this will be a great way to familiarize yourself with the different infantry classes without randomly getting killed by some knob in a tank. Squad Deathmatch is a different take on Team Deathmatch, where you guessed it, it's much more squad based. 4 squads made up of 4 players will battle it out against each of the other squads to see which is the best around. Each squad will also be issued with an IFV, or an infantry fighting vehicle, which I'm pretty sure is going to come in handy, providing your engineers keep it repaired. I can see this being a game mode that will get a really good look in on the competitive scene. Rush mode is a mode we should all be pretty familiar with. The map is cut down into various sections while attackers try and blow up 2 MCOM stations while the defenders defend said MCOM stations. Once they are blown up, another section of the map unlocks and you do it all over again. That is, unless the defenders kill 100 of the attackers before they are able to blow up the MCOM stations for that area. Squad Rush takes the rules from normal Rush but cranks it up to 11. 2 squads, 1 MCOM station per area. This shit is gonna get real. Really real. I can also see this game mode featured heavily in the competitive scene. Having a well-prepared, versatile squad will be vital in taking down the single MCOM station from a very focused and heavily defended point. The last mode is, of course, the mighty Conquest. If you think everything I've said before this sounds like every other FPS around, this is where you need to pay attention. Conquest defines the Battlefield genre. The full arsenal of the respective armies are opened up and the keys are handed over. We're talking buggies, tanks, anti-air weapons, jets, and of course, choppers. Whereas in the other game modes, there is a general idea where your team is going to be needing to coming from and the enemy is. In Conquest, you not only need to check your 6, but you need to pretty much be constantly twirling to make sure you are not flanked, knifed in the back, or have your head removed by a trigger-happy sniper. Once you have the full 360-degree area around you covered, you then need to look up, because chances are you're about to cop a rocket barrage from a pissed-off Apache helicopter. Player counts in Conquest mode can range from anywhere between 32 to 64, so there was going to be no shortage of things to shoot at or be shot by. I can't tell you just how excited I am to see the return of the Conquest mode. We were first introduced into this game mode in the classic Battlefield 1942. and of course its game-changing, community-made mod, Desert Combat. Desert Combat brought the FPS genre out of the World War II era and gave it some modern vehicles, and gosh darn it, it just did it so right. It was hard to believe it was a free mod. But free it was, and I know quite a few people put in a stupid amount of time playing it. Shit, I nearly list it as the reason why I failed my programming subjects at uni. The real reason I failed them is because I am shit at programming. Like its predecessor, Battlefield Bad Company 2, weapon and perk unlocks in Battlefield 3 come from playing one of the 4 classes as well as leveling up. Gaining levels will unlock various weapons to use and perks to utilize, but for you to customize your kit, you really need to play this class-specific weapons. So like we're talking attachments, scopes, extended magazines, they will only come from putting the time into that class. This gives the items you have unlocked a greater sense of achievement, as you just didn't play 50 games in a row to unlock it. You actually had to earn it. Speaking of the classes, they've been mixed up a bit since Battlefield Bad Company 2. Assault now carried the medic pack, the support class carries the spare ammo, the sniper class carries the mobile spawn point, and the engineer packs a punch with the rocket launcher. That's it as far as the classes go. There's no spec ops, there's no dedicated medic class, or even a hint of custom class loadouts. It's a streamlined, cut down approach to classes, and it works well in my opinion. That's not to say that you can't customize your class. Each time you spawn, you are able to change your class or customize your loadout before resuming mortal form and charging into battle. The customized screen, like the classes themselves, is cut down and simple to use. Select your primary and secondary weapon, 2 gadgets, and a specialization. So think longer sprinting time or more ammo. You can then customize each of your weapon selections. Each weapon can have 3 customizations done to either the optics, the primary, or the secondary. What does that mean? Optics is a no-brainer. Primary deals with the different barrels or like bipod attachments, and secondary is things like flash suppressor or extended magazines. For each class, there is around 100 hours of gameplay needed to unlock all the weapon perks and attachments. So you are in for a long haul if you want everything for everything. The same system is set up for the vehicles as well. So if you are level 1 jet pilot, you will only get access to, say, the machine guns and the missiles, whereas a level 9 jet pilot will also have access to guided missiles. Now they can lock on to ground targets as well, so there's a real incentive to level these up. So with all these classes and vehicle upgrades to unlock, you're gonna need something to unlock them all. You're gonna need maps. And once again, Battlefield 3 has got us covered. 9 multiplayer maps are shipping with the game, and another 4 are available with the Back to Karkland DLC pack. Of the 9 maps shipping, there is a real good mix of infantry only and then vehicle maps to keep you on your toes. But I'm sure there are going to be a few standouts. My personal favourites, Caspian Border, Operation Firestorm, and the stupid amounts of fun, Damavand Peak. The other new addition to Battlefield 3 is the Battle Log. At first, I was not a fan. I didn't like that the game menu had been taken out of the game. But once you get over the fact that it is not what you were used to, its benefits are fairly plain to see. It could nearly be simplified as, say, calling it Facebook for Battlefield. But that would probably be doing them both an injustice and would probably get one of us sued. If you are in a clan or part of the competitive scene for Battlefield, this is going to remove the need for those horribly designed clan WordPress pages and blogs. It's all just so clever. Making a party of mates from your comm center, dragging them into the drop zone launcher, and bam, you are all on your way to the front lines. Stuff like this is what makes the Battle Log a great addition to the series. It would be nice if we could go one step further though and say fast loadouts, or even suggest alternative loadouts to friends. But it's all very early days, and because it's all through a web page, there's probably no reason why we can't expect to see this in the future. And then it's my turn to sue. I could go on and on about this game. I really dig it. Everything about it, the vehicles, the massive maps, the outstanding graphics. This is what is going to cement Battlefield 3 into the library of every fan of the FPS genre. Seriously, go buy this game now.